Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Well, it's Thursday, so that usually means it's my story day. The consciousness is a really interesting thing. For us, it seems to be not only the basic sense of awareness, but it's aliveness, because I don't know if you've noticed this, but dead people aren't breathing or they don't seem to be conscious, at least on this plane. So consciousness has something to do with life. In yoga, that's called prana, the life force. It's both consciousness and awareness and bliss, they say. So there's a story about this guru in the Sikh tradition that tells two disciples, I want you to take a chicken and go where no one sees and kill the chicken. So the first disciple just goes behind a tree where no one can see, and a moment later, you just hear, the other disciple is gone for a couple of weeks. He comes back and he has the chicken under his arm. And the guru says, I thought I told you to go where no one can see and kill the chicken. He says, I know you did, but everywhere I go, the chicken sees. This is a new take on animals and aliveness. Anyway, all right, well, moving on. So this week I've been talking about the importance of what you look at, you create. So what do you want to put your attention to? Remember, what's wrong is always available. And you can't look at what you don't want and feel good. The only purpose that having that which you don't want in your life is it's a contrast. It shows you this is not right. This doesn't feel good. It's not a fit. And so contrast shows you, at least to show you that's not what I want. Then you have to decide, what do you want? Because what you look at, you create. So where are you putting your attention? The next thing is to realize, even though the world has so many things we could point to and feel devastated, catastrophic, tragic, if you want to have more joy, which I keep reminding you, it's essential, not incidental, then the first thing is, are you aligned with your own values? Are you living a life where the way you feel deep inside and the way you express yourself outside are as attuned as possible? All human beings were flawed, we make mistakes, whatever, but by and large, are you living a life aligned with your values? If you do, you will become like a vessel, a clear vessel for goodness. And your own good will radiate out to others and will come back to you many, many times over. So, if you understand that, what you look at, you create. Align yourself with your values, radiate the goodness, watch what happens in your life. Now, really important from the meditating point of view, that everybody struggles with their preoccupation about me. It's the stalwart kinship of selfless motivation. And what that does is it keeps you busy all the time. And with your busyness, you never have the time to stop and taste the flavor of what's going on. So when they say slow down and smell the hummus, yeah? And part of that busyness is an underlying restlessness or irritability, like something is wrong, something is lacking, something is missing, something is just not quite right. So our whole life we go around looking for pleasure and security to try to fill that gap. But once you see how your mind is like a grasshopper jumping from thought to thought, spinning around so there seems to be no beginning or end to those mental exertions that just pop up unbidden. But you'll see the one thing that they have in common is they don't last, they're impermanent. Number two, they're unsatisfactory. And once you see that, you start to pull away from the things that you used to invest your time in. Now you find something else to center yourself. And I would suggest that you center it in the Dharma, or whatever version of the overarching harmony that you're able to discover in nature and in life.